Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start the show off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, so the fact that you're spending with us truly does mean the world to me. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
How's she caught me, loves? You're listening to the Mac City Morning Show.
All right, and we're back. I'm excited about this guest. She came in already. You didn't see it because the sound was off, so this is round 2. Tanner, we're going to knock it out of the park for this one?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. As you guys know, I don't introduce my guests. I let them do that themselves because they can do a better job. So on that note, can you please reintroduce yourself to the people at home?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Vandana. I teach at Father Mercady High School. I teach science and chemistry to the high school students. Most of my colleagues like to call me Vandana, and I'm cool with that. So in Hindi, Vandana means to pray.
Okay.
So my parents gave me a name after this particular word.
Yeah.
And I'm loving my job.
Yeah?
And I've been here for last 14 years now. And if I choose to work this year, which I'm planning,
Yeah.
this will be my 15th year.
Okay,
at Father
very
Mercady.
cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So there was something that I was like kicking myself in the pants for because I didn't ask last time, was through the years of me knowing you and you working with EK, I've got some really good dishes that you sent home with her. And I was just like, man, we never even talked about how good of a cook you are. Because you sent like some great curry dishes home too with EK. So let's dive into that. So when it comes to cooking, some of the dishes that you've sent have been meat-based, some have been vegetarian-based.
Yeah.
Explain the background with your cooking for me, please.
Basically, I saw my mom cooking when I was growing up. And I did not do much cooking before my marriage.
Right.
And Mama used to do, and I would just help her out. I'm being the eldest, so Mama was also working, and she gave me some responsibility, but I was not in charge of the kitchen, at that time.
Right.
So after marriage, kind of, I became in charge of my own kitchen.
Right.
And I started, cooking the way Mama used to cook.
Yeah.
And eventually over the years now, there are so many years have passed now.
Yeah.
that I've been cooking, and so I think my dishes turn out to be good.
Oh, that's an understatement. So your dishes are delicious. I would love every time Ethna would come home and be like, hey, I have some Tupperware for you. Because it's one of those things where my mom cooks curry dishes as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to cook very well, period. Nonetheless, something as extravagant as curry and roti and dal puri and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So when I'd get this Tupperware, I'd be like, oh, this is awesome. And I never was introduced to eating vegetarian dishes.
Okay.
So sometimes you would send a vegetarian dish home and it would be delicious. And I wouldn't even
Yes.
know that there was no meat in it.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
But now, do your sons cook? Have they taken that torch?
Yes. Both the sons are cooking, and then they do ask me, Mama, like how to do it.
Good.
And what measurements to add. They find my food little spicy.
Right.
So when I cook for them, then I keep my the red chili powder a little bit low.
Okay.
So they have learned to most of the extent. They
Right.
do great cooking, and they are nearby. They are in Alberta, and one of them is in Fort McMurray.
Right.
So I often send them cooked dishes too.
Yeah.
And we are lucky that in Fort McMurray, stores, we do get our good veggies also.
Right.
We don't have to go to Edmonton or Calgary for that. So, we get good veggies. So I prefer vegetarian food over, meat dishes. It's just my preference,
Right.
over as you grow older, I think.
Yeah.
But I do make, meat dishes too.
Yeah. How are your grandkids liking the food?
They like it.
Okay.
Yeah, they say, Grandma, make roti for us.
Yeah. Okay.
So they like it. Especially my grandson likes a lot, He
Okay.
will ask for it to make stuffed rotis. And
Right.
so we can stuff with potatoes.
Yeah.
They are like quesadillas.
Yeah.
So,
Basically.
basically like that,
Okay.
And they enjoy,
And they're okay with the spices?
So of course for them, I I don't add at all, nothing. I'll just put
Right.
a little bit of flavoring things, like cinnamon.
Yeah.
I'll add
Yeah.
cloves, which are powdered, of course,
Right. Right.
and cumin seeds.
Yeah. Okay.
And stuff like that, which is powdered, and coriander seeds. So all these things, give flavor.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we put a little bit of salt in that.
Right.
So I think that becomes delicious.
Okay, good. Yeah, I know my little guy. He's the spices for him. He's 6. He's not loving spices.
Yeah,
Everything is hot
Yeah,
for
yeah,
him.
yeah.
But he's adventurous enough that he will try some of like the traditional dishes that are like from South America that my mom would cook.
Yeah, yeah.
And he likes it.
Yeah.
Which is good to see because I have to say, like, a lot of the time traditional dishes don't look visually appealing.
Yes.
So for a kid, like, it's somewhat like, I like when he tries it out
Yeah, yeah.
because like I'm like, I know it doesn't look good, but it tastes good.
Yes.
So at least just give it a try.
I base my foreign food like rating of if I'm gonna try it or not based on how gross it looks.
Yeah.
Like if it's plated like nicely and has like things on it, I'm not gonna try it because it's gonna be some like weird fish. But like if it just
Yeah.
looks gross, you know that's gonna be a good meal.
That's right. I've found the exact same things in my travels around the world. Like more often than not, when I kind of like, ugh, I don't know about that. Like you try it and it tastes like, wow, that's amazing.
And kids like to experiment, we should not give them too much spices also to begin with, because their tongue is their taste buds are very sensitive. And over the time they come out of it,
That's right.
And they like the turmeric color, which is yellow.
Yeah.
Most of the people may not be liking that, you know.
Yeah.
But it does give flavor, and
That's
it is
right.
also very good antioxidant.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. So yeah, last time when you left, I'm like, how did I not talk about food and say she's a great cook? Because it's a thing. So when you were here last time, something that was fascinating to me was the job that you first held when you came to Canada. So can you talk about that? Because that to me, I didn't know. I thought you like were a teacher from the jump. And
No,
so,
not at all.
Yeah.
So though I thought so,
Yeah.
like, when we came in 2004, we did all the homework. We thought, okay, like first of all, we reached at Vancouver, which like British Columbia.
Right.
And just on the third day, I went to BC College of Teachers, and because they had already received my credentials from India, as I said, we had done our homework. And I went there, they said, we are going to take some time to evaluate it. We have the papers and all. And they talked to me also, like kind of little interview. And they said, we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
So about, I think in May, we reached here in March. So within 3 months,
Yeah.
I got a letter that I will not be able to teach in Canada
Yeah.
because I had to do certain courses, certain, programs I had to do.
Yeah.
Even if I had taught there for about 20 years in the best school of India, which is in New Delhi.
Yeah.
And I was like, teaching at a high level, high school kids and all that stuff,
Yeah.
And when I was told that I will not be able to teach, that was like shattering, I was really disturbed, and I did not know what to do. So it took me a long time. I went back home 2 times, packed my bags. I said, I'm not going to come back. My previous school principal had given me 1 year off. She said, go and try. If it doesn't happen, then you come back. Your position is still there.
Right.
So I said, okay, I'm going to go back. I'm not going to come back here, like let my sons and my husband stay here.
Yeah.
But I was like, really heartbroken at that time. But when I went home, I stayed with Mama, my mother. My mother also retired as a principal of a school.
Okay.
And she said, now, first of all, she kind of consoled me. She said, you can always think that you are on 1 year off, after teaching for so many years. Think it's an off time, and so let's be together. The home can always be made in a new home because we kind of disposed of everything when we came.
Right.
And she said, yeah, keep your chin up. So if you have taken a step forward, you give your best now.
Yeah.
So whenever you are ready, you can go back and give your best. But remember, your son is there, who's a teenager, and he went along with you because you decided for him. Now you can't leave him, alone.
That's right.
So go and try. So when I came back, I came with a determination and that I have to get back to teaching.
Yeah.
I will do whatever is required.
Yeah.
My husband was of a very big support to me.
Yeah.
He said, if you think that you are scared of TOEFL exam, which is an English exam,
Right.
and if you know that your English, you know your stuff which you learned, as a kid,
Yeah.
because we learned English, British colony and stuff like that.
Right.
So then prove it and try it because they don't know you.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. So I just went to Vancouver Library. I'm thankful to them, all the support was there. We were given books, so I had to just review my grammar, my English and stuff, So I did TOEFL exam and I luckily got a score more than what was expected for teachers because
Right.
they wanted a higher score for teachers if you want to get back to teaching.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I got a good score, and then I had to do 6 credits of English of university level.
Yeah.
I did debate. I said, you guys are asking me to reinvent the wheel
Yeah.
because I have authored some books in English.
Yeah.
So I had my books, which I've written back home, and they are still published in India. They are circulating. So they saw my books and all, but they were still determined, maybe they had to follow a protocol.
Right.
Which
right.
again, I said, okay, I will do whatever is required.
Right.
So I joined Langara College, online learning for those English credits.
Yeah.
But for that also, I had to take, language proficiency test.
Oh.
I had to clear that test.
Yeah.
Then I could only join, Langara
Yeah.
College.
I can assure you I would not pass that test.
Yeah. So I, cleared my 6 credits of English. And so all these things were happening because of, I had to get admission for some teaching program
Right.
for SFU,
Yeah.
which was 1-year program, which is called Professional Qualification Program.
Yeah.
So there were 18 seats and I could get 1 seat out of that.
Okay.
And these seats were for only immigrant teachers who came with experience
Right.
and wanted to teach in Canada.
Yeah.
So I showed my determination. I made my portfolio. I went for an interview. Luckily, I can say with God's grace, I got the admission. I had the teaching certificate in my hand.
Yeah.
So in 2 years, I completed this process.
Yeah.
And in the beginning of 3rd year,
Yeah.
I got a call for my first job.
There you go. Determination.
Yes, it is, I think
Sweet.
so. And God's grace too.
There you go. There you go. Well, we're at the part of the show which you're familiar with, where it's called the Mac City Minute. Tanner's
Yeah.
going to ask you some questions. I can assure you he didn't write down the questions he asked you last time, so these are all brand new.
Okay.
So good luck. Tanner, hit her with the Mac City Minute.
Yeah, I don't even know where those questions are, honestly.
Nope, I know. I knew it.
Question number 1. What is your favorite story from your 15 years teaching?
Yes, in Canada. Oh, that's an interesting one. I think my teaching is like, you're teaching a subject. What I enjoyed here is doing volunteer work for Santa's Anonymous. That was something new. That
Right.
was something amazing. In my first year, I did not know what all was happening. I would ask everyone, what is this? What is that?
Right.
So that was so new to me. Because
Right.
teaching is, yes, like, the kids are there, they are ready for learning and,
Right.
So this was interesting and, like very amazing thing which I experienced
Yeah.
doing, whatever work I could do
Yeah.
as a volunteer for, Santa's Anonymous. So
There you go. Good answer.
Question number 2. What is your favorite dish to make?
Oh, that's right. Actually, my favorite dish is still to make, chicken curry.
Okay.
I find, every time I make, it turns out to be good.
Yeah.
I will just taste the salt because my kids have, basic standards of they will not take it very salty.
Okay.
So I will just taste and may not even eat at times,
Yeah.
And I'll just bring it over.
Yeah.
And so it's still favorite. Also, my colleagues like it.
Yeah.
And that is another motivation also.
That's right. Yeah.
So
You like to cook when people enjoy what you're making.
Yes, yeah.
Of course.
Question number 3. What is one Canadian dish that you were surprised you enjoyed?
I think that's called calamari.
Calamari.
round?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That actually Ethna introduced to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to a place in one of our PDs, Is it Trevon? What is that place called? It's on Franklin. Okay, there's one place, we went
Okay.
during our PD lunches.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were sitting, so long time ago.
Yeah.
And Ethna was also there with me. And she said, why don't you try this dish? This, you will like it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think those calamari rings,
Yeah, yeah.
is
Octopus.
it Canadian? I don't know.
I listen. I think it kind of is. Like, maybe it's like it's octopus.
I think it
or
might
squid.
be. Maybe
So-
it's like a fortune cookie.
Yeah.
Where they like try to pitch it as something it's not.
That's right. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something you had here that.
Yes.
Yeah,
I had it.
we'll call it Canadian because you tried it in Canada.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, calamari.
Question number 4. What were some of your thoughts on the first day you got to Canada?
Oh, I was very excited. It was
Yeah.
really like, honeymoon period.
All right.
Because we reached Vancouver and it was March. We saw daffodils on the roadsides. We saw all kind of flowers, Narcissus was there,
Right.
And so many good, like it was flowering, I said, oh, so it's like a heaven,
Yeah.
Plus, we were already booked for 1 month at YWCA in downtown.
Okay.
So it was another like kind of a dream suite was there. You could cook yourself. You could it was the first month was amazing. We could do window shopping and
Yeah.
stuff. Even if you don't buy,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
you could go around.
That's right.
And so the first month really was great.
Okay. Cool.
And your final question. What is one way that Canadian schools and Indian schools are similar?
Similarity is, first of all, most of the curriculum at high level, it's high school level, is same. The curriculum for subjects is same. They are doing the same learning, and kids do strive for good marks too.
Right.
It's not. It will be not right to say that kids don't care. They do care.
Yeah.
So whether
Yeah.
in India or in Canada, kids do care.
Yeah.
Because they are concerned about their careers later on,
That's right.
whatever field they choose to go to.
That's right. That's right. There you go.
And those have been your 5 questions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know if those are the same or not, but like,
No,
Tanner,
they're not same.
they're not the same. So I didn't think they would be. I didn't think they
But
would
that's
be.
interesting,
Yeah.
Otherwise, it becomes boring.
That's
It's the
right.
Same questions.
Yeah, that's the one thing about this show, which I think people are getting to know more and more about because we talk about it. Myself and Tanner don't prepare for these.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah, that's
as
good.
organic as it can get.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah, like there's no preparation prior to or discussion topics.
Sometimes we don't even know that the other one has booked a guest.
Oh yeah, that
Oh, wow.
happened today. Somebody walked in and Tanner was just like, "Oh hey,"
Wow.
and they turned out they were friends.
Okay.
And they're like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Oh, I booked this guy." And then Tanner looked at me. I'm like, "I forgot to put it in the calendar."
Or the other day when you booked the guy and it wasn't in your calendar.
Yeah. So we make mistakes from time to time here.
But he got 100%
Yeah.
in questions.
There
so
you
it's
go.
not only answers get 100%.
That's right.
Even the question paper was good.
There we go. 100% Tanner. Look at that.
It's probably the first one I've ever gotten.
So you should be proud of
There
yourself.
you go.
Very.
So you're going to teach again this semester, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that's my plan.
That's nice.
Let's see what's God's plan, health-wise, this, that, all those things,
And it's looking like you guys will be able to return back to school with kids in.
Yeah, this is what we are hearing till we really get,
Yeah.
written, I mean, rules and regulations.
Well, I saw that Edmonton Public has decided to move forward with the exact same plan as last. You can do last year.
Yeah.
Virtual as far as well as in schooling. So
Yeah, we will still wait, I don't want to say anything because it depends. We have a survey which has gone out to the parents.
okay.
So I'm sure the admin will look at that.
Yeah.
And then whatever is given to us, and they
they'll
always
roll
take
with.
care of us,
Yeah.
So I'll be
Yeah.
happy to do that.
Yeah, no doubts. And so you have grandchildren now.
Yes. I have 2 grandchildren.
2 grandchildren. So you being a teacher must have been a tremendous help in regards to helping out during
A little bit,
COVID to them.
whatever, when they are ready to listen to me.
Yeah.
Because grandma's home is more like a party home,
Right.
It's the house your kids always dreamed of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you feel because my parents are definitely a lot more like laid back with my son Keegan than they ever
Okay.
were with us.
Yeah.
Do you find like you're more?
No, I was little, I can say strong with Daniel's,
Yeah.
Her name is Danielle and she's
Yeah.
7-year-old.
Yeah.
So I will make her sit down, whenever she's there, let's make an agenda.
Yeah.
And with her help,
Yeah.
whatever she wants, includes TV time also, play time also.
Right.
But yes, I will like her to do something,
Yeah.
constructive.
Yeah. It's something constructive. Yeah. No, my parents are like way less strict with Keegan than they were with me. He gets away with murder at my parents' house. I can't get over how like sometimes he'll do something and I'll be like, oh, you're about to get in trouble. And my mom and dad be like, oh, Keegan, you're so cute. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. That would have been capital punishment for me.
Yeah,
And they're like, yeah, they have a short-term memory on how strict they used to be.
Yeah, it's just that, like otherwise they'll watch TV,
That's right.
which I won't like to. Like to some extent is okay.
Yeah,
So something other than TV watching needs to be done too.
That's right.
Something to do the cooking with me, just watching, talking,
yeah.
and that's what I aimed
Yeah.
at,
And I like that. I found with my little guy and friends, and they just want to be treated like normal human beings.
Yes, yes.
And so if you incorporate them in your day-to-day,
Yes, yeah.
then they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Vandana, that's the end of the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming back again. Really do appreciate it. Sorry about
My pleasure.
mic mess up from last time.
That's okay.
Just like last time, though, it's the end of the show. You get your shameless shout out, so you can say whatever you want to whomever you want, plug anything. So
Okay.
the mic is all yours.
So first of all, I would like to thank my, school board because they gave me opportunity. I was accepted, so I will give a shout out. I am accepted with open hands, and it's amazing the way they have welcomed me. And to my students, I love you guys. I'm sure you are going to do well in your life. And Danielle and Michael, who are my grandkids, so I'm sure they are going to do great in life.
There you go. Great shout out. Great shout out. Well, for McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world, that's been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're having a nice day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.